So now we are going to do some problems on determinants. So the beginning exercise I am leaving. Okay, what? All those how to find the determinant, how to find the minor, how to find the cofactor, all those things we know. We already did some examples also. They are very simple problems. Okay, so I am not going into those problems. I skip it. So rather these problems may be more interesting. What is that? Using the property of a what is that? Property of these determinants. See, the problem is you are not supposed to solve the determinant straight away. So lengthy way. Sometimes using the properties, we can actually solve the determinants. Okay. So okay, this is a okay. For example, this question. So x y. This is the determinant given, which we are writing it as k into x y z. You have to find out k. Okay. So one thing is you can actually use the exact or the determinant formula and you can solve it. Okay. But if the question is just using the property of determinant, then you can't use that method. Okay. So this problem has to be solved using the property of determinant. So how we are going to do? So one of the very useful property is a linear combination. What do you mean by linear combination? I guess I should do one problem, then only it will be easier for you to understand. See, for example, let me do this problem. 1 0 1 0 1 2 0 2 3 0 3 5 0 5 5 0 5 6 0 6 7 0 7 and then 1 2 3. You have to prove this determinant equal to 0. How will you prove? You can do the determinant, you can see the such big numbers. You can do it without performing the exact determinant formula. Okay. So how will you do? See, first of all, when you see that, you have to reduce these numbers, correct? Somewhat, make it to smaller numbers. Then you will see. Okay, one easy way I can do is. See, there are many ways you can do. Exactly. Let us try to do that. What is that you said? 100 plus 1, 200 plus 2, 300 plus 3, 505, 606, 707, 1, 2, 3. Okay. This I can write it as, I can write it as 2 part, right? 100, 200, 300, 505, 606, 707, 1, 2, 3 plus this will be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 505, 606, 707, then 1, 2, 3. Do you know what the value of the determinant?
0.
Yeah. Why?
Plus 2 same.
Yeah, two rows are same. We found always whenever any two rows are same, so the determinant becomes 0. Okay. So naturally this becomes 0. Okay, because two rows are same. Now we take here. So yeah, you can see this row. This is a multiple of 100, right? I can take 100 outside. So this becomes 100 into 1, 2, 3, 505, 606, 707, 1, 2, 3. Okay, again this is 0. So this is very simply you can prove it. Okay. So in your book they have done a different method by modifying the rows and all. Okay, and R1 minus R3. Yeah, okay. What they have done is this minus. Okay, there's no need to do that. See, there are many ways we have used one property. The another property is what? Okay, if I want to tell you how they done in your book, well, I feel that is more lengthy. This is more easier. What they have done is, so this is your row 1, row 2, row 3. Okay, what they did is they replaced row 1 with, here, right? So we are writing it as, so it's 101, 202, 303. What they have done is, see, if I subtract row 1 with row 3, what happens? This will become 100, 200 and 300, right? 100. So what I am going to do, row 1 I will replace with row 1 minus row 3. We can do that. You remember that any manipulations we can do. So what happens? So row 1 minus row 3. 101 minus 1, does it make it? 100. Is right? And this one? 200. Correct? Because 202 minus 2. 303 minus 3. 300. So 505, 606, 707, 1, 2, 3. And then you can do the next other things. What is that?
100.
So take it 100 commonly outside. That's what they have done. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 505, 606, 707, 1, 2, 3, which is equal to 0. Okay, 2 rows are common. So this is the way, by using this properties of determinants, you have to solve the problem. So in the determinant, if they ask a question, you need to use a property of determinant. You are not supposed to find the cofactor, minor cofactor and all. Okay, you are supposed to use the property of determinant and say what will be the value of the determinant. For example, let us take for this problem. Can we use some jugglery? Somehow we have to do it, right? If you remember, okay, we can do one thing. See, somehow there is a minus x is there, plus x is there, minus y is there, plus y is there, z is there. There is no minus z, right? Oh, no need of minus z.
We can take x, y, z outside. Then everything.
No. How can you take? Only common factor can take outside, nah?
No, it's a determinant. So from each row, from the first row, we can take x outside.
Only if you have 2x, 2y, 2z, then 2 you can take outside. X is different, y is different, z is different. You can't take it. Okay? So what you can do is, by looking I can say, see, this is x and minus x, correct? Somehow you can manipulate and make it to 0, 1 point. So this also can be made to 0, because if I replace row 2 as row 2 plus row 3, then this minus x plus x cancels and makes it 0. Same thing I can do it here also. And same thing I can do it with here also. So then this determinant is going to become all the lower part I can make it to 0. Correct? I can make it as upper triangular matrix. Okay, so let us see. There are many ways you can do. Okay, your book has done a different way. You can check it out. But it's very simple. Only thing is to find out what is the way you can do. What the property I am going to use it, if I make this determinant upper triangular matrix, then I know my determinant is the product of diagonal element, correct? You remember there's a one property for a triangular matrix. For a triangular matrix, the determinant will be the product of the diagonal elements. So to get a triangular matrix, I have to make one portion as 0. This portion I can't make it 0 because there is no minus z, they all are plus z. You can make it, then you have to subtract them. That also you can do. So this is easier for me to get an addition. That way also you can do. I will show you both the ways. Okay, so solution. So what we have, x, y, z, minus x, y, z, x, minus y and z. Okay, so this will be your R1, R2 and R3. So if you remember, for a triangular matrix, what you have to do? We have to get this portion to be 0. Am I right? If I somehow make this value 0, then my determinant is just the product of all this diagonal element. So we will see how am I going to make it 0. First, let us see this one I have to make it to 0. How can I make it to 0? If I row 2, I add with row 3, then minus x plus x is going to make it 0. Okay. The first step is I am going to make row 2, I will replace with row 2 plus row 3. Correct? So tell me what it will be. So row 1 I am making as it is, x, y, z. Remember, you do step by step. Don't do all operations at a one time. So yeah, now tell. Row 2 is going to be replaced by row 2 plus row 3. Tell me what it will be? 0. Because minus x plus x, 0. And this one? 0. This is 2z. Fine? So we got this. And next one is that is same. X minus y and z. So now again this is my row 1, row 2 and row 3. So I have to make this one 0, correct? So how will I make this one 0? I can take row 3 minus row 1, correct? If I make R3 as R3 minus R1, so then this also becomes 0, correct? So tell me what it will be. So R1 I am going to maintain same, X, Y, Z. R2 also I am going to maintain same. It appears this is 0, determinant will become 0. It won't. Check it out. Let us see. So R3 is R3 minus R1, correct? So X minus X, that is 0. Minus Y, it makes minus 2Y. Okay? And what? This will be Z minus Z 0. Okay? Z minus Z 0. Fine. So now, this determinant, okay, I'll write D is equal to D equal to. So now if you say in this row, I can take 2 commonly outside, correct? Because all are 0. I can assume it 2 into 0, 2 into minus Y, 2 into 0. I can take 2 commonly outside.
Or you can also swap the place of the 2 columns. The column 3 and column.
Yes, that's also a very good idea. Yeah. Then your determinant will become minus. For one term, it will become minus. Okay, that's be easier. Yeah, because this 0 automatically comes down. Correct? So let us swap. That's a good one. Okay, so what we are going to do? We are going to swap R2 with R3. Swapping. Okay, so then your determinant becomes, negative because one swapping will make it negative. So then D will become minus of X, Y, Z, that is same. So this will become 0 minus 2 Y 0 and then 0 0 2 Z. We got the answer, right? I write it neatly. This is Z. What was that? 0 and 2Z. Good. So now you got a triangular matrix. So D is nothing but the multiplication of the diagonal element. Therefore, D is equal to minus, this minus is there, never miss it, X into minus 2Y into 2Z. That will be how much? 4xyz. Therefore, K equal to what? 4. You got it? I mean, you can do many ways. You can even take this one also to be 0. Make it upper triangular matrix also. That's possible. You can try it on a notebook. So you take R1, take R1 equal to R1 minus R2. So this becomes 0. So make 1 by 1 term 0, make it upper triangular 0, just take them multiply diagonal elements. Okay. So see, the book they have done many ways of doing it out, but one of the easiest way is if they ask you to do with a property this kind of problems, get it upper triangle, lower triangle. Use some operation with upper triangle, lower triangle. Then your determinant is very easy because determinant is just the multiplication of your diagonal element. Okay, so that's the one method we have to use it. Okay, correct. That's right. You are right. What you said is, yeah, correct. What you are saying, your D is equal to what we have, X, Y, Z minus X, Y, Z. X minus Y, Z. You are right. So what you are saying, you see column wise. You see column wise, right? All this column having X and all this column having Y and all this column having Z. So you can take outside common factor. Na? That's correct. Very good. So that is good. So this will be what? So if I take X commonly outside, this is going to become 1 minus 1, 1. Right? So, and then I can take Y also, X, Y, Z, I will take commonly outside. So, this becomes 1, minus 1, 1, 1, 1, minus 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. And now you can do this determinant also. You can do determinant, you can do it. Otherwise also you can, how will you find it out? Tell me. Is there any other way you can straight away do it out? And then you can do this jugglery also. Okay, otherwise you can do it out.
It's
X,
just simple, so I guess.
X, Y. Anyway, you already use a property.
Uh,
If you want to use it simply, what will have 1 into
1 plus 1.
1 plus 1 minus 1 into minus 1
Minus 1
minus 1 minus 1, then
plus
plus 1 into minus 1 plus 1, correct?
uh,
No, sorry, 1 minus 1. This is a minus 1, 1 minus 1. So this goes to 0. So we are having x, y, z. This is 2 minus 2. So plus 2 equal to 4 x, y, z. So you can do it that way also. Okay. Okay. So let us do this problem. So solution. Let us take the first one. 1, 1, 1, A, B, C, B plus C, C plus A, and A plus B. Okay, so if you see, this is more a column wise. By row manipulation, you will not able to make anything 0 or nothing, right? So somehow you can work out with the columns. So if I see, if I add with A and add, then become A plus B plus C. If I add with B, it is again become A plus B plus C. If I add with C, it's going to become A plus B plus C. So in this column, A plus B plus C will be all common, correct? I can take it outside. So that is going to become 1, 1, 1. So two columns are same. 0, singular matrix. Okay. So, and so that's what we are going to do. What are you going to do? So we will write C1, C2, C3. What are you going to do? We write C3, we are going to replace with C3 plus C2. Correct? So now it becomes ABC. So then what will be your determinant? Tell me 1, 1, 1, A, B, C, A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C. So if I take A plus B plus C commonly outside, A plus B plus C, and then 1, 1, 1, A, B, C, 1, 1, 1, and this has to be equal to 0 because two columns are identical. Therefore, the answer is 0. It is as simple. Okay. So the second problem is also very simple. We don't have to really do it. Here itself you can see.
divided by
Take x commonly outside.
3x.
3x, exactly. Take 3x commonly outside. Then it becomes 2, 3 and 4. They both are same. So that's 0. So let us go for the, let us do the third problem. Okay. Third one, that is 2, 7, 65, 3, 8, 75, 5, 9, 86. Okay. You have to keep trying many methods. If you are lucky, you will actually here also you can try to get the diagonal method also. Okay, but I don't know whether your whether will they consider that. Okay, only thing is you have to reduce these big numbers. Again, you have to multiply a big, try to reduce the big numbers, then you will be able to do it faster. That's the whole idea. Yeah, otherwise also you can try to multiply this by 5 and this by 3, this row by 5 and this row by 3, subtract them, this becomes 0. So that way you can make a diagonal. You can make the lower triangular, this portion is all the elements 0, then multiply by the diagonal elements. But then again you have to do a lot of jugglery, correct? So instead of the easier way, you can do, let me see, if you see combine these two that you only said, right? This minus 2, this minus 3, this minus 5, then all become a multiple of 7, 8 and all. Okay, so what we will do, so if I write, I am going to, this is C1, C2, C3. We will write C3 as 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. This I will write it as 63 plus 2,
75.
72 plus 3, correct na? And this is 81 plus 5. Okay, and this itself will give you answer. So this will give you what? 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 63, 72, 81 plus, this is 0. 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 5. Because they both the columns are same, this will be 0. Okay, and here you can take 9 commonly outside. So when you take 9 commonly outside, what happens? 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. This will be 7, 8, 9. So that's also equal to 0. Therefore the answer equal to 0. Okay. We will do this problem. Prove that x plus this determinant, you have to prove it. We can do it in lengthy ways as well as if you are slightly smarter, you can do it in a quick way also. Okay. So I'm not going to do the lengthy way, I will tell you. So in that case, what happened? In a lengthy way, you can separate this as x as 2 matrix, right? Top one. To write down a sum of 2 matrix. Then for the second one, each matrix will be again written as sum of 2 matrix. So first one, this made 3. Sorry, this will make 2 determinants. Then second one, this becomes 2, this becomes 2, become 4. And the next one, each one becomes 2, correct? Last one. So it becomes 8. You understand? So then finally you will see this will come out. Okay, if I want to do it, we will do it out. Simple. See what happened? This will be x, y, z, z plus x, x plus y, z plus y plus z, correct? And then y plus z, z plus x, x plus y, then plus y, z, x, correct? Again the same thing, z plus x, x plus y, y plus z, then y plus z, z plus x, x plus y, and then again you can break these two also. So this will become what? X, y, z, z, x, y, correct? And y plus z, z plus x, x plus y, and then this will be plus x, y, z, x, y, z. This goes to 0, plus z, z plus x, x plus y. So this goes to 0, right? I am just removing straight away. Okay, and this will be y, z, x. So this will be z.
We can take out the bottom part, right? Then
No, I am taking this one.
no, the bottom row. If we take out if we split the bottom.
Bottom row, again that also will become 0, right? So okay, then let me take z plus x, x plus y, y plus z, and this will become y, z, x plus y, z, y, z, x, z plus x, x plus y, and y plus z, and this will be z, x, y, correct? So this goes to 0 again. So we are having only these two. Am I right? So this is the way you can keep progressing it. And yeah, so then this will be what? See again, see what happened? So if you break up this also, what you have? X, y, z, z, x, y, and y, z, x. That's correct, correct? And the second one, x, y, z, sorry, z, x, y, z, x, y. That also goes to 0. So now what you have is left over this one. So again, if you see here, anyway, anything goes to 0? Yes. Z, x, y. Okay, only the second term will remain, right? Therefore, what it will become? Y, z, x, x, y, z. Am I right? Z, x, y. Are they both same?
Yes.
No.
Yes, yes, just the rows are.
Swap, exactly. So what happened? So this row, first you swap these two. That will give you 1 minus. And then that and this. What am I going to do? So let us do a jugglery of this one. So what am I going to do? I am going to make row 1 to row 2. Sorry, row 2, I am going to swap it. So this becomes negative, correct? When you swap 1, the determinant will change the sign. Minus, that is xyz, y, z, x, z, x, y.
So row 2 and row 3.
Okay, yeah. Now we are again row 2 and row 3. Row 2 and row 3. So that will be x, y, z. Minus minus will become plus. Z, x, y and y, x. Y, z, x, sorry. Y, z, x. So therefore this will become same as this, it becomes 2. Okay, this is the way you can do. Another way is you row 1, you write row 1 equal to row 1 plus row 2. So what happened? 2x plus y plus z, correct? This will be 2y plus z plus z. Okay, so you got one value. Next, again you add up with the row 3. So you will get 2 times x plus y plus z. So when you do that, what you will get is something like this. That's also one way of doing. But yeah, this way is simpler, straightforward. And this anyway it comes out. See, in that way what will you get is something like this. So you will get 2x plus y plus z, 2x plus y plus z, 2x plus y plus z. Okay, and then is z plus x, x plus y, y plus z, y plus z, plus x, x plus y. Okay. Now if you take 2 commonly outside, 2xyz, I can take all the things commonly outside, but let us take only 2 outside. There's reason I am going to take only 2 outside. I will take 2 outside. So then you can subtract these 2 and make it as z. You got it? So because z and x will cancel, so it becomes y. So that way you can do a jugglery and you can do it also. But I find the other way is straightforward, right? This is simpler. What we did is. So let us do this problem. You can't break up into 2 matrices because the sum is in the additional term. Okay. So one very simpler way is to see, when you don't get any idea, the one easy step is diagonalize. Sorry, make it upper triangular or lower triangular. Somehow you do jugglery, make all these elements 0, multiply the diagonal element. That's one of the easiest method. Okay. And that's why even a computer also solves equations. Okay, diagonalize. Okay, so let us see solution. So what I am going to let me call is R1, R2, R3. So if I replace R2 with R2 plus R3, I am going to A plus B, correct? I am going to replace R2 with R2 plus R3. So what it will be? Tell me. A plus B, A, B, these two, correct? A plus B, A plus 2C, B plus 2C. And the last one will be B, C, B plus C, correct? Now, we want to make this 0. Am I right? So, we have to multiply. So, this is R1, R2 and R3. I can take a subtraction of these two. So, what am I going to do? R2 minus R1. Sorry, R2 equal to R2, I will make it as R2 minus R1. So what this will be? Tell me.
A plus B.
R1 is same, A plus B, A, B. So now R2 is R2 minus R1. This becomes 0. Yeah. So A plus C minus A, this becomes 2C. B plus 2C minus B, again 2C. Fine. So this is B, C, B plus C. Now from here itself we can take one 2C commonly outside. Okay, for time being let us keep it. We may get some other idea also. Yeah, we can take that way also. That also will be, we can make it, see, either you make it a triangular, means the upper triangular matrix, or if you get some idea here itself, execute it. I can, because from here I can take 2C outside, right? So this will be equal to 2C, what is left over? A plus B, A, B, 0, 1, 1, B, C and B plus C. Tell me. Yeah. So now we can do some column jugglery. B plus C and B and C. If I add them both, got it? The column 1 I am going to replace as column 1 plus column 2. So then I can take a difference of that. Right? So let us do that. So what it will be, what I am going to do, I am going to replace column 1. This is C1, C2, C3. C1 will be replaced by C1 plus C2. Okay, tell me what it is. 2C times A plus B, A, B, 0, 1, 1. This will be B plus C, C, B plus C. Okay. So then we have to write, we want to make this as 0, correct? Then only the lower it will become. So this is 0 means column 1 should be column 1 minus column 3, correct?
If you're adding C1 plus C2, then the our A plus B will also be
Oh yeah. Sorry, what have you written?
C1 plus C2.
C1 plus C2, right? Oh, sorry. Then I made a mistake.
2A plus B.
Okay, this is 2A plus B, right?
0
0 will become 2. Am I right?
1.
How?
It's C2 plus C1.
Oh yeah, this will become 1. Am I right? Oh, then I am not going to get it. Lower triangular. Okay, let me at least make it 1, 1. Okay? And
No, if you subtract it, then it will become 0.
which one?
If you subtract C3 with C1 minus C3.
Here?
No,
Sorry,
in here, in
this
here,
is C3.
the New.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you are having C1, C2 and C3. So you're saying if I subtract them both, this anyway will become 0. That's also a good idea. So then what happens? You're going to replace C1, replace with C1 minus C3, correct? So then it will be what? 2C, C1 na? No, 2B is there na? So C1 minus C3 na? So this minus this.
It should actually be
2A plus B.
You put it in brackets. It should be only 2A plus B. The first one itself.
Here. Why? I made a mistake there.
Because it's C1 plus C2. C2 is only A.
Oh, C1 plus C2, right? Oh.
C plus B.
Okay. So what it was? So this is 1 and
2A plus B.
this C1 plus C2, 2A plus B, correct? 2A plus B, right? Then when I do this become 2A only. Am I right? Yeah, correct. 2A, I'm doing for the column wise, right? This minus this becomes 0, this becomes 0. Rest of things I'm going to write A, 1, C, B, 1, B plus C. Okay.
The other determinant,
That way also you can. Shall we try that? So what am I going to do? I will make it as plus 0, plus 0. So then I can break up into two determinants because only one addition is there. Na? So this will become 2C into two determinants, right? 2A, A, B, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, B. We got one determinant diagonal, right? Second one is plus 2A, A, B, 0, 1, 1. This will be 0, 0, C.
0, C, C.
Yeah, sorry. And this is C, na? Correct. Yeah, I will write here C.
No, you can leave the C there because if that becomes 0 in the diagonal multiplication, it will become 2ab. And
Yeah, this will become
multiply
2ab.
And if you multiply 2ab by 2c, it will become 4abc.
Yeah, I got it. So this one what will be here? What will you
It will
have?
become c.
C. Then
Okay, so that became
so this become 2ab. This should goes to 0 for us. Tell me how this will go to 0. There is a way. Yeah, correct. Take C commonly outside.
okay.
Okay, so when you take C commonly outside, this becomes 1, 1. So two lines are same. These are same. So this is singular. So we are having this is Therefore, this is triangular 2AB and into 2C. So 2C into 2AB, 4ABC. Hence proof. Okay, so this is what we did. This is cheating we did. Correct? We put it as plus 0 and we did it. Okay, so you can do it any other way. Okay, fine. Okay, let us do this problem. So this problem involves logarithms. Okay, so you have not studied logarithm. Maybe I think in the later class you will have a logarithm. So before that, they given this problem. I can give you some what is the explanation of this logarithm and one property of logarithm we are going to use to solve it. How we will not prove that property. We will prove the property when you study in that class. Okay. So what we are going to do is, what do you mean by logarithm? Is suppose if you have a quantity a power b is equal to c. If you want to represent in terms of log, what it says is log of base a of c equal to the index b. This is the index. Okay. So this is the way we have to write the logarithm. And later on you will see you can prove also. There's a nice proof you can do. If you have some quantity as log a b, I can write this as log base a of b. You can write as some log base x, some x. We don't know what it is. Some x of b divided by log, again the same base x of a. So this is the one property of logarithm. Okay. So we can use this property to solve this problem. When you go into logarithm chapter, I will explain you how to get this property. You remind me at the time. Okay. So, and how we are going to do? So we are having log xy. So we can write log xy using the same property. I can write it as, they already given x, y, z, so we'll use a. Okay. So I can write it as log a times y divided by log a times x. Correct? Sorry, log base a x. Log base a x and log base a y. So I can write this one like that. So this determinant I am going to write it as 1 log base a y divided by log base a x. Am I right? This one. So and log base a z divided by log base a x. Okay. So similarly we will write a second one. So this will be what? Tell me. Log base a of x divided by log base a of y. Let me write it as 1. We will work on this also. Log base a of z divided by log base a of y. So now tell me the last one. What it will be? Tell me.
Log base a of x divided by log base a of z.
And what about this?
Log base a of y divided by log base a of z.
And this is 1, right? So now I am going to replace this 1 as log base a of x by log base a of x, correct? I can write this log base a of x by log base a of x, right? The one, na? They have the same number. So here also, this will be log base a of y divided by log base a of y. Then I can take those things commonly outside. Am I right? So then here, log base a of z divided by log base a of z. So then we can take this commonly outside. So what we can do then? Let us take this 1 upon log base a of x, log base a of x, I can take one commonly outside. Similarly, log base a of y from here I can take commonly outside. I can take from. So this will be, d will be 1 upon log, tell me, log base a of x, log base a of y and log a of z, right? All these things they common outside. So what I have left is log a of x, log a of y, log a of z, correct? Log a of x, log a of y, log a of z. Next one is
log a of x, log a of y, log a of z.
Log a of x, log a of y, log a of z. That itself will tell 0. That is also the same thing, correct? So log a of x, log a of y, log a of z. Okay, this is equal to 0. Therefore, d is equal to 0. All the thing what you remember is you should remember the property of the logarithm. Okay, it's a simple property, you will remember it. Once we do that logarithm chapter, na, then you will remember that one. Okay, let us do this problem. This is simple. We have to solve for x from this equation. Okay, so somehow, see, this all, a lot of additions are there. Okay, so if we are able to make it either in one column or one row, then we will be able to break up into two and then we will solve it. Okay, don't go with break up into some 12 determinants and keep on doing it. Okay, we would do it somewhat smart way. So either we want to make two rows, remove x from two rows or from two columns. Which one you prefer? Columns. Which columns you will prefer? C1, C2, C3. Column 1 you want to remove x. So we are going to make it column 1 should be column 1 minus 3. Okay, you can do column 2 also. That's also allowed. Anything you can do. Okay, so what will become? Tell me. 3, 4, minus 7, x plus 6, x minus 1, x plus 2, x minus 1, x plus 2, x plus 6. Okay, and again this and this, right? So this minus this you want to do it. So C2 will be replaced by C2 minus C3. So what will become? 3, 4 minus 7, 7 minus 3 minus 4, x minus 1, x plus 2, x plus 6. So this you can write it as 3, 7 minus 1, 4 minus 3, 2 minus 7 minus 4, 6 plus
We can take out the
x commonly outside. So it becomes 3, 4 minus 7, 7 minus 3, 4 minus 4 and this is 1, 1, 1. So now you can solve it. I am not going to solve this problem. Okay, what you can do? This is equal to 0. The LHS, this is LHS, na? So this will give you some number. You can do the determinant. And this will give you some number. So this plus this equal to, they already given this plus this equal to 0. Solve it. Okay, then you can use this cofactor things and solve it and you will find out what x is. You can do it, right? I am not doing this one. Okay. So with that I will finish the problem with the properties of determinants. tomorrow we will see the problems on Kramer's rule. Okay, Kramer's rule and area of triangle. So let us see all those things. Okay.